Just when everyone thought the vlog squad was falling apart, Jason Nash decided to play peacekeeper and started getting the group back together. Yes, the vlog squad reunion, is this in the works? Because I feel like it might be. A little while ago, we talked about Erin and Carly, former members of the vlog squad, who started to distance themselves from the group during the pandemic. And then after Erin's wedding, we never really saw the girls with David either. Like, they stayed close with some people like Matt, Jason, Joe, but nobody else. And people were always curious as to what happened. Was it because David was getting canceled? Was it because they had some issues with people in the group that had nothing to do with the cancellation? People were just curious. And they sat down recently to address this, and they said that they know people have seen changes in their friendships and that there has been some heartbreak over these friendships no longer being there, but they didn't exactly want to get into the details of it. At least Carly didn't. Erin said that she would have gone off long ago if it wasn't for Carly.
I just know there's a lot of questions. I haven't looked yet, but I'm assuming about like personal friendships.
Oh yeah, I haven't looked either.
I'm just
assuming.
Like,
let's be surprised.
And like for me, I just don't like to air personal things specific like that.
Yeah. If it weren't for Carly, you guys would have known a year ago.
Well, you can still. You got a channel, girly.
Oh, tea.
Every time I go on TikTok live, it's always the question. So I guess like kind of addressing it here, but it's like, what happened with blah blah blah. Yeah. Things have changed, obviously. There's been some heartbreak, I will say. Yeah? Mm-hmm. I think you would definitely agree with that.
Hearts have been shattered.
Hearts have been shattered to pieces.
But they were keeping it classy. They were keeping it to themselves in this video. But literally within a week, answers did come out after Jason Nash posted to his channel the roast of Zayn Hijazi. During the roast, a few people got on stage and made mentions of the fact that Zayn Heath and Mariah didn't attend Erin's wedding and that they were willing to drop friendships over the fact that they either didn't get COVID tested or they didn't get the vaccine to attend the wedding, and they let that get in the way of a multi-year friendship.
Zayn is really stubborn. He once ended a 10-year-long friendship by refusing to take a COVID test.
You know, Heath, it is so awesome that both of our fiancés are here. Oh, wait, this is awkward. You haven't proposed yet, you deadbeat. Hey, Mariah, don't worry though, okay? It doesn't mean that Heath doesn't love you. It's just that we all know how difficult it is for Heath to commit to actually going to a wedding. But Erin sends her regards, by the way. Anyways, thank you guys so much.
The three of them were supposed to be at the wedding, and Mariah was even a bridesmaid. But when they weren't in any photos, people were questioning things, and now the answers were finally coming out. So people had kind of come to the conclusion that everyone needed to be vaccinated for Erin's wedding venue, but when Zayn, Heath, and Mariah weren't, she offered to let them just take COVID tests, but some people were speculating that maybe they were just like offended at that point and didn't want to do the test, and so they decided to just not go to the wedding and, well, not friends anymore, and that's why they were getting roasted at the roast. Now, people aren't like 100% on that storyline, but it's just kind of the story that people think makes the most sense based off of the jokes from that night and everything that's kind of been said and come out. Now, in regards to David, I think a lot of people just assumed that the reason why they were keeping their distance was because they didn't want to get involved with all of this stuff coming out about David's cancellation, all the drama between Jeff and him, and the article from Insider that had come out. I think that they just wanted to separate themselves. But this week, Jason randomly decided to bring the girls and David together for a little reunion, and he was going to go to David's house, bring the girls, put them in a box, and surprise David.
Don't look, I know what this is. Is whatever in there suffocating currently?
They're really hot, whoever is in there. Because we know that friendship is the most important thing in life. Isn't that true?
You want me to gecko?
All right, you ready for your surprise, David?
Yeah.
Oh my god, I can't breathe.
I was going to come see you guys 3 days ago, but Jason was like, I'm surprising you with them on Monday.
Are you serious?
So yeah, the surprise was actually ruined though, because David revealed that a few days prior, he admitted to David that he was actually setting up the surprise, so it wasn't actually a surprise, and the girls were definitely disappointed by that.
I can't believe you told him.
I had to. He was on his way to surprise you.
Here's what actually happened.
You asked him to surprise you with us.
Yeah. I paid Jason $35. No, what actually happened is I think I was like, we should go see Carly and Erin. And then he was like, I'm actually surprising you with them in like 2 or 3 weeks.
Jason.
I think he told me right away.
They get to talking and realize that the last time they saw each other was back in 2021 at Erin's wedding, and that had to be the last time. And then, of course, David took the opportunity to promo his pizza shop since the girls said they hadn't tried it yet. So they all took a little trip down to Dobrik's for a little pizza review. Jason was definitely trying to bring those feel-good vibes back to the group. At least that's what people in the comments were saying.
Just like that, we were back together again. Life is funny that way. We all go down different paths and we grow as people. But the best part is when you come back together and realize nothing's really changed and we'll always be a family. You're welcome, Carly, Erin, and David. If you ever split up again, just remember, I'm always here to put you in a really uncomfortable box for my own monetary gain.
They were saying this felt like the old vlogs, and I mean, I feel like back in the day, the old vlogs were kind of effed up, like the stuff that they were saying to each other, but people were just missing the vibes of friends hanging out since the vlog squad hasn't really been the vlog squad lately, and David hasn't been posting videos. Now, other than this little reunion, Carly did ask David about his podcast since he still has the room all custom built in his house.
Are you not going to ever use it again?
Well, listen, we either start the podcast or I continue to play Twister on this floor.
What would you rather do? I feel like it's Twister.
It's Twister. I've never had this much floor space.
It doesn't seem like he's gonna bring it back, but he hasn't gotten rid of the set. David's just been sticking to posting on Snapchat, and it seems like he's going to stay doing just that, at least for now, because being on YouTube might just be too much for him. Now, people were absolutely loving the video, like I said, and just giving Jason a lot of love for bringing these people together, but others were wondering what happened between the girls and David. Like I said, people had just been speculating before, and the only answers that anyone really got about drama within the group was in regards to Mariah, Heath, and Zayn not going to Erin's wedding, but it wasn't ever really clear why David wasn't close with the girls anymore and why they didn't see him for a whole year. And people kind of wanted that answer in this video, but they didn't address that. And probably at David's request, or maybe because there isn't a reason at all other than just like they kind of went their separate ways for a minute. I will tell you what I thought was interesting though was that this video even happened. I honestly didn't think that Erin and Carly wanted to be a part of David's world anymore in the slightest, but it doesn't seem like that was the case. All seems to be well now. I definitely want to know what you guys think about this whole thing, and if Jason is going to somehow be the one to get all the former members in one room together one day. I know that there's been some jokes and some talks about it, but I don't know if it's actually gonna happen. So maybe that will be a thing. I don't know. What do you guys think? Do you guys think that they could get the Vlog Squad members in one room? Obviously, I don't think Jeff is going to be attending any sort of reunion, but I certainly want to know if you guys think that they will all get into one room and maybe talk about some of the stuff that they've been through. I don't know, you guys. I know that there's been conversations of this maybe happening, but I don't know about the actual possibilities of this being an actual thing.
Do you think they'll ever put together a David's Vlog reunion with everybody on stage, all of us?
I don't know if that'd be allowed.
I think so. Well, you know David wouldn't show up.
Yeah.
That is like a very interesting thing to think about.
Yeah,
it's
I
like
thought
a VidCon, but like
Like in 10 years.
yeah.
Yeah.
The Where Are They Now VidCon.
And I'm sure Jason would love to host it, and I'm sure he would also love if he could get Jeff to be at this reunion, but I just don't see this being a possibility. I certainly do want to know what you guys think about that, and if you think that that would actually happen one day. Maybe not anytime soon, but maybe like in 5 years, 10 years, I don't know. I guess we'll just have to see if that actually happens, but for now, we have this small reunion that people are kind of confused by, but this is what is going on with the Vlog Squad. Anyway, I love you guys so much, and I will talk to you in the next video. Bye, guys.
Thank you.